another live Ask Big Van show with your host, Big Van, social media producer, Mazzani. Don't forget about producer Ryan in the back, Kenny on content, Andrew, special fix, side on cameras, Nick, special guest, this guy in the house right here, Everlasting Bass. Try to share the show if you can. Use your thumbs, use your fingers, use your hands, whatever you can. Sharers are carers. We see you. Post your questions and comments below. We can't wait to see you on this live episode of the Ask Big Van Show. What's up, everybody in the whole wide world? Welcome to this episode of the Ask Big Van Show. We are so excited to see you and get your questions and comments answered, solving all the world's problems tonight. I'm spitting everywhere. With me, as always, is our social media producer, Mazzani Speaks. What's up, Mazzani? In the house. Mazzani is in the house. We should have Mazzani be a special guest one night. You know what I mean?
Oh, my gosh.
Then who would do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll just dress my street clothes.
That's right. You would just be like, chilling.
These aren't street clothes?
Don't do that again.
Chilling.
Please.
Like a villain.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
I was waiting for that.
In the producer's hole, in the cage, we got a full house today. There's Ryan, there's Andrew, Info Andrew, Mama T, KP. Everybody's in the house. Zaida's in the back. You can't see her, but you can hear her. She's kicking cameras and doing a great job. Now let's look at our special guest again. Once again, returning champion, Aaron Downs. Everlasting Bass. If you're wondering where he got that name, it would be because when Ryan was putting his name in there, what were you talking about? You're talking about a song from the 80s.
Yeah, I was talking about an old song and an old artist from the 80s, and so, nobody knew what I was talking about.
And so he's talking to Mazzani, and soon as Ryan says, "So what's your nickname or whatever title's gonna be?" and Aaron was like, "Everlasting Bass," and so we were like, "All right, well that's what it is then." you're stuck with it, and so
all right.
So welcome back to the show.
Appreciate it.
You've been on the show before, and you're a good guest, so we had to have you come back. And so hopefully we can get into some good fun stuff tonight. We've already been together for the last, I don't know, almost an hour probably. Since we started, we went out to dinner and he was there, so we were like, hey. So we started having a lot of fun. We've already been joking about all kinds of stuff. We should have put all that on there. We should have had a safe word. Exactly. So welcome to the Ask Big Van Show. If you're viewing now, thank you very much for being an avid fan. We're so thankful. We love you guys. We look at the questions, and even after the show, we go back, we watch the shows, and we look at your questions, and so it's super exciting that you're a part of the show. So as we progress with tonight's episode, as you have questions and comments, don't hesitate to put them below in whatever platform you're watching from, YouTube or Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, wherever you're watching from, just put them in the comments. We'll try to get to them. Our software will pull it up if we can get it. If we have time to get to your question, we will. If you have comments, put them in there, and we'll try and pull those up and just field those comments as well. So, what do you say, Mazzani? You ready to rock and roll? Kick it off with our first question? Let's go. Yeah, nice. Good job, Kenny. That was a nice one. Nice timing.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm sorry. I was just making sure,
She's making sure she has your attention.
Yeah. Thank you.
Everybody at home, like flipping burgers or mixing mashed potatoes and stirring their macaroni and cheese, and Mazzani pauses, and then they're all like, she's like, okay, now that I have your attention.
Let's go. Thank you for bringing that back. Okay. Also, before we go to our first question, if you have any prayers that we need to establish, I'm sure Van would love to pray for you.
Yes, absolutely. If you have any prayer requests, did we do this when you were on the show? We started doing this recently.
I think you announced it at the end of the show.
Yeah. So if you guys have any prayer requests and you need us as a group of people just to talk to God for you, we will be glad to. So throw those in the comments below as well, and we'll do it live on the International Web Show. So
yeah, let's throw this one up here quick because it's an easy one. And we've already answered it. Where did you guys have for dinner? I'm a foodie.
Tracy's already answered that. We had a Village Inn pizza. I had a salad. Andrew had a salad. Who else? Do you guys have salads? I think that everybody else just went straight for the juggler.
I had both.
Yeah. It was good. Village Inn Pizza, if you guys are from this area of the country, it's a really good pizza buffet place. So, I mean, it's like, would you say it's really good? I mean, it's
Are
good.
we having homosexuals over for dinner tonight?
What? Oh, Kenny, what in the world? I mean, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good pizza place. Now that we've digressed.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Village Inn. How about you? Where did you have dinner, Cameron? Where have you eaten tonight?
Hot Pocket.
Actually, he be cooking.
Yeah.
I know Cameron. He be cooking.
That's probably, he was the one that was cooking when you paused for effect there. So.
Probably. I was looking at his page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
let's go to our first question.
Let's kick it.
Next question. Ooh. Amy, because you were the very first person to be watching our show, you loved it, you shared it, you had your question ready. We're going to hit you first, girl. Shout out to you. Thank you for being
Hey, Amy.
Yes, we love you over here.
Yep. Amy's a superstar.
Can I finish?
Watcher. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, I was going to say, I'm just joking. Amy Pope would like to know, what is your favorite Christmas movie when you was a kid and now?
That's a good question. When I was a kid, I was, for me, obviously, before we kick it around to the rest of everybody, I don't know if it was my favorite, but it was one I watched all the time, and it was, I believe it was called A Christmas Carol. Had Scrooge. Who was that guy that played him? Was it Francis C. Scott or something like that?
We talked about it once.
George C. Scott.
Was it George C. Scott? Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays
Now,
Scrooge.
Henry Winkler has played
No,
Scrooge.
it's not the Henry Winkler one.
And Jean-Luc Picard has played Scrooge.
No,
Yeah.
this would be the one like from the 70s to 90s, whatever that one was. So
That'd be George C. Scott.
yeah, I watched the fire of that because my parents had a VHS tape of it, and it was like we only had like 6 VHS tapes in our house, and so we watched them over and over and over. So yeah, I watched that one the most, I would say, when I was a kid. But then recently, I like the ones with Tim Allen, the Santa ones, where his beard grows back real fast. You know, because my beard doesn't grow fast at all, and so. This is like a.
Hey, you must be a parking ticket, because you got fine written all over you.
Yeah, this is like a year's growth right here. Some guys can do this like by the end of the week. You know, Kenny can do it by the end of the day, and so.
Pretty
Mazzani
accurate.
can do it by tomorrow.
But yeah, he was. Remember that movie, Tim Allen? Like he would shave, and then he would cut off, you know, the hair and the shaving cream, and then it would all fill back in. You know, that's pretty manly.
I felt bad for him.
That's how real men do it.
They get a gut
I
with
can
it
bench
too.
press 800 pounds.
So, what
Kenny's
is
got some
yours,
good
Aaron?
sounds.
What's yours, Aaron?
Well, mine is also A Christmas Carol, except it was the Henry Winkler.
Okay, with Henry
one.
Winkler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't set in like the 1800s. It was set in the early 1900s, so it was a little
okay.
different.
Okay.
You know, so there was that one then, and now I mean there's so many, but here lately we've got into watching Christmas Vacation.
Oh yeah.
Making that
National
thing.
Lampoons. Yeah.
My son is a Christmas Vacation nut.
Yeah.
And anyways,
When the cousin comes over in his
Yeah.
RV.
yeah.
That's a funny
Yep.
movie for sure.
But I always like, as far as shows, you know, the Peanuts, a Charlie Brown
Oh, the
Christmas.
Charlie Brown.
That's like,
Man, I love
man, you
it.
can't-
They be doing like this.
Yep.
Getting down.
Yeah. What about you, Mazzani? You have a favorite Christmas movie?
When I was a kid, it was probably The Grinch, the Jim Carrey one. Now, the Grinch now is
Oh, yeah.
trash. Sorry.
Boy.
But the Jim Carrey Grinch.
though, yeah.
Yeah, that was my favorite. I loved him. When he be eating glass and he was like all over his face. That's my favorite. or like, that's it. I'm not going. I was all into that. But now,
Yeah.
for me, I guess a lot of people don't think this is a Christmas movie, but I think of it as a Christmas movie, and it's Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds.
No.
I did,
Disqualified.
but you count Die Hard,
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
bro. I'm so done with you, cuz. I'm so done.
Well, and Just Friends, doesn't it show back up like right at Christmas or something?
The whole the whole
Yeah.
premise is Christmas. Like he gets trapped back at home in his hometown at Christmas trying to get the girl that he loved when he was fat.
Oh.
It's hilarious.
Who was that? Misty said How the Grinch?
Yeah.
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 Cool. That's pretty good.
You guys want to speed round on the whole?
Yeah, let's give him a speed round.
When I was a kid, it was A Christmas Story. My dad.
You're gonna shoot your eye out.
Yeah, my dad had got me a Red Ryder BB gun for Christmas. I was like, it was a Red Ryder, and he showed me that movie, and I watched it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
That's a very popular movie.
I would say Klaus. It's on Netflix. It's an animated movie.
Klaus?
Klaus.
Or Claus?
Klaus.
Would it be spelled Claus?
K-L-A.
Well, if you watch Vampire Diaries, it's Klaus. Sorry.
Is it well,
What the hell is even that?
You only know if you know.
Vampire Diaries. Well, that's all right. What's Klaus about? Is it like a horror movie?
this dude. It's about the post office and how Santa Claus became Santa Claus, and
He used to work at the post office?
no, he was just making toys, and then his heart warmed up to children, and
Oh, it's a true story?
well, no, the post office guy like helped him get his presents. It's an animated movie. I mean, it's a good movie.
Who made that movie?
Let's see. Maybe Netflix. I don't know if they have an animated.
Netflix is doing good with making them.
when you're with Christ.
It's a good movie.
What about, I like that one. What about you, Tracy? You got a favorite movie? Favorite Christmas movie?
Rudolph.
Rudolph. Is
The
that
old
a-
school one
the
where
old
they like
school movie?
they like
Oh.
move in the
The claymation.
like slow. Oh, my mom loves those too. All
Yeah,
my
me too.
moms love that.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite. I love those claymation.
Yeah,
old-timey
claymation stuff.
thingies.
I like experiencing it with my grandchildren.
It's good times.
Oh, so sweet.
don't
You
have
are so
grandchildren.
sweet, Tracy.
Nightmare Before Christmas too.
Oh, heck yeah.
Banger.
I remember when,
good.
when I was a kid, speaking of Rudolph, they'd be telling you, because there weren't VCRs, there wasn't, there were 3 main channels,
Yeah.
And one of them had it, but Rudolph was going to be on. Well, and somebody had scheduled some kind of Christmas something that we had to go to, and I was so disappointed, because we were going to miss it. And back then, if you missed it, you just missed it,
Yeah.
So we get over there, and they could tell I was upset, and I said, "What? I want to watch Rudolph." I'm 6 or 7. Well, the guy had this TV, and he turned it on, and the TV was so staticky, so it was like snow, and you could barely see what was going on, and
Yeah.
everybody was talking like black, 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 black. You couldn't hear nothing. But
They don't even know what they're missing.
There you go. Yep.
That was Channel 3, Channel 9, and Channel 12. CBS, NBC, and ABC.
And sometimes 46.
46 came later. That
Yep.
was a UHF channel.
How do you know these things?
Because I lived it. I
Yeah,
experienced
we
it.
had Channel 5, 8, and 11.
Okay.
And then 21 came on.
Yeah.
And that was a UHF
Yeah,
channel.
UHF channel. That was
And
Fox, right?
The first week, no, it was. I don't even remember what it was, but the first week they played the Deer Hunter. No commercials, unedited.
Yeah.
The whole thing just over and over and over
Nice.
again. And I was surprised they got away with it, but
Yeah.
So
That's
there
crazy.
you go.
Crazy talk. Kenny Payne, you're the last one. Then we go to the next question. What's
Already
your
said.
What's your favorite movie?
I already said the same
No, you
claymation
can't
stuff.
take somebody else's.
Claymation's multiple though.
You can't. You have to name a movie. You can't just say, "Oh, I like that movie." Kind of movie.
Wallace and
Why'd
Gromit.
you say Frosty, bro?
The Other Guys. That's my favorite Christmas movie.
I like turtle.
Gator needs his gat.
That's his favorite movie. Period. Yeah. All right. Well, good question. Let us know, y'all. Let us know in the comments what's your favorite. What's your favorite Christmas movie is?
All right, and I posted some on there, so
Nice.
just you can watch this back and see your posts go up. I'm gonna start doing that. I'll pop your stuff up as we go.
Okay.
You
Oh,
know.
nice.
All right, and
Thanks,
this,
Mazzani, for doing that. You're so thoughtful.
you're welcome. Since we're being so thoughtful, let's go to this question here from Ryan Craigie. He wants to know: do you think there should be a change in gun control after the Oxford High School shooting?
Why'd you make it so serious so soon?
He gave me a compliment, so I
So you had to
just went straight there for it.
make sure he regretted the compliment.
What
It was in that moment.
the question should be is if gun control is changed, will that solve any of these problems?
No.
Do you think?
What could you do in this instance?
What kind
to
of
have to take
vehicle
that?
was just driven through the Christmas Day parade over in
A Ford Explorer.
Ford Explorer? So we're gonna do Ford Explorer control here next because Ford people driving Ford Explorers through crowds.
Well,
No one should have a Ford
Explorer,
Explorer.
according to CNN, drove through the crowd on its own. So,
We can't hear you until
Huh?
you have to get close to the microphone.
According to CNN and MSNBC, mainstream media, the car drove itself through the crowd on its own.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they didn't blame the actual terrorist who did it.
Oh really?
Right. Because it goes against their narrative.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I've always been staunchly against gun control. I do think that they should certain people should have, what's it called? Tests, not tests. Be like examined. No.
Before they buy.
Evaluated.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Evaluation.
Let's go, Brandon.
yeah. Like, I mean, if somebody's a psycho killer, like, you shouldn't give him a permission to buy a gun. But the reality is, if he's a psycho killer, he'll get a gun from somewhere.
And how will you know if he's a psycho killer?
That's what I
Gun
thought that
control. Listen.
Here we go.
You've heard this. You've heard this from Big Van here. Gun control only stops good people from using guns. Bad people don't care about your laws.
For shits and giggles.
Bad people are not going to follow your gun control rules. If you have a sign on the front of your business that says no guns allowed in here, the only people that are not bringing guns in there are the good people, and you want good people to have guns. The bad people are still. You think if a bad person who stole the gun and has it hidden in their pants is going to walk up to the door of your business and be like, "Oh, I have to take this back to my car because they said I can't have it in there." No, he's a criminal. He's going to bring the gun into your business if he wants to. So if you want to solve problems, you have to change. Go. You have to go somewhere else. You can't go. You can't go to that. Kenny is on it. I mean, common sense. This is just common sense stuff here, y'all. So, do I think? Let me tell you one more thing about gun control, since I'm already on this soapbox and everybody's patiently waiting for me to finish.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you something else about gun control. We were just talking about this at dinner. When today's the Pearl Harbor anniversary, and I saw a report like 20 or 30 years after Pearl Harbor, and the guy was asking a Japanese general and was saying, "Hey, how come you knew like the majority of the American forces were over in Europe, and then you guys just bombed all the majority of the Pacific forces? How come you didn't just turn and attack California and take over America, or at least that portion of America?" And the general said, "Because we knew that America's largest armed force was its citizens, and we knew every redneck in America has got a gun. Not every redneck, but we knew that Americans they all have guns. So it would be a futile attempt. And so, if we, all of these gun control measures to try, in my opinion, to keep like us, AR-15s and different what they call assault rifles and all these things, those are all. None of that stuff is going to solve not one of the gun problems in this country. Not one. If you say, "Oh, well, we take the AR-15 out of the equation," then the guy's going to run through the crowd with a shotgun. "Oh, let's take shotguns out of the equation." Then the guy's going to run through the crowd or through the school with a pistol. Let's take pistols. Then he's going to run through the crowd with a crossbow. You know what I
David
mean?
was able to do it with a pebble.
The one guy was going to be able to kill all those people with a car. If somebody wants to kill a large group of people, they will find a way to do it. The problem is not guns. That's
I
my
could fart and kill a large group of people.
Yeah, look what Mazzoni can do. Talk about the toxic crowd control. So, anyways, that's my soapbox on the gun control topic, Ryan. I hope it didn't piss you off there.
No offense. No offense.
I just wanted to know your opinion.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, okay.
Stir
You
up
weren't
any
throwing.
trouble.
Yeah, no, I know.
My eyebrows.
That's just what I think. I think if bad people want to hurt people, they'll hurt people. What do you think about that, Aaron? You agree with that?
Wait.
I absolutely agree. And one thing, the common denominator for all of these things, all of these mass shootings and stuff like that, and gun violence, all this stuff happens. All this stuff happens in gun-free zones. All right, so nobody attacks a police station unless the mayor of that city says, "Hey, it's okay to attack the police station." You get what I'm saying? nobody would go into, I don't know, downtown Stony Point, because they know right out of the gate there's going to be a whole lot of guns pointed right back at them. You stop a bad guy with a gun with a good guy with a gun.
What was that county or city is it in Georgia where they passed that ordinance that all citizens there had to carry a gun, and like their crime went boop, almost non-existent?
No, I mean I don't know about that, but I do know that you put fear into the would-be criminals or the mass murderers, and they'll act accordingly. Typically, I know when I was a kid, in the 70s, there was like a rash of convenience store robberies, and so the sheriff's department came up with shotgun squads, and these guys hid in the coolers of the convenience stores, and then if you came in there with a gun to rob the place, you left in a body bag
full of holes.
And after about 10 episodes, crime just said, bloop. Yeah, convenience stores, they just quit being robbed. You can't. Being able to defend yourself, being able to arm yourself, I mean, that's a constitutional right.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
At the same time, we spent the last, I guess, 40 years telling ourselves, that, we're not from God, we're just, nothing exploded, and here we are, that
zero
you're
plus
special,
zero.
but really there's nothing special about you. That if you take your body, just your body, and what it's made up of, it's worth about $3.50. We took the prayers out of school. We took the Pledge of Allegiance out of school, and we replaced that, with all of these other things. And when you do that, your society is going to suffer.
Yeah.
As a result. When I was going, I mean, you didn't have to worry about the kid coming to school with a gun. The only thing you had to worry about was meeting the guy at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
I mean,
at the Burger King.
Yeah, getting your butt kicked.
Somebody
Burger
clipped
King
that. That
parking
was
lot.
good. That was
Meet
good.
you in the Burger
Reeled
King
me right
parking lot.
back on in.
Hey,
be waiting for you.
Andrew. I believe it's Switzerland. Is it that they require all homeowners to have a gun? Is that right?
Actually, in
is
Switzerland,
it Switzerland?
Once you're 18 years old, you spend 2 years in the military.
Yeah,
and you are issued your gear, and you keep your gear for life.
Yeah, you have to have a gun in Switzerland, and their crime rate is like almost nil. Like it's very low.
So everybody in Switzerland's fit.
If you ever wonder how Switzerland stays out of everything, do you know they got every bridge leading into the country wired with explosives?
Oh, really?
And the first thing they're going to do is blow the bridges. The second thing they're going to do is poison the rivers, because it all starts there. And they have vats of poison.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep. It's crazy. Yeah, check it out.
Don't F with Switzerland, y'all.
And that's why nobody messes with them.
Van, you're actually correct. All healthy Swiss men aged between 18 and 34 are obliged to do military service. All are issued an assault rifle and a pistol, which they are supposed to keep at home.
Yeah.
And I was also going to mention, you guys remember last year?
And Les, before we go down that trail, let's just address that to the question about gun control.
Right.
It's not the issue is not guns. It's the issue is, it's definitely not the weapon.
And I say, if everybody carried a gun, people wouldn't act a fool.
It definitely would slow down the crime rate, and that's not a big vanism right there. That's proof. There's different countries and even different cities in the United States of America who have mandated those things, and the crime rates have almost disappeared. So the gun control issue is not the issue. It's what everybody's focusing on, because that's how you get control. You get control of a country by taking the guns away from the citizens.
Australia.
But yes, exactly. And look what happened to Venezuela. That country is crap. Has gone to. It's awful. It's tragic to go look at that country, because they started off pushing for socialism and taking the guns from the people, and all the stuff they're trying to do here that the liberals are trying to do in this country right now. They pushed and were successful in doing that in Venezuela, and that country has gone. Go look at this up. This is just, don't listen to me. Go look up and research Venezuela right now. It's
look at World War
unbelievable.
II. France went, before World War II, they went to a national registry. Germans came in, They went right to your house. Hey, it says you got 3 rifles and 4 handguns. Where they at?
Oh,
well,
wow.
I don't have them. Okay, pop, 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 pop. You know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
According to Wikipedia, that's misinformation.
Oh, yeah.
They lie about
Fact
that.
checkers.
According to Wikipedia.
The Facebook fact checkers will straighten this out.
Ridiculous.
If you're a Facebook fact checker and you're watching the show right now so you can post how incorrect our information is, let me just tell you to kiss my ass.
Oh,
I say that with love for my wife, but not for you, Facebook fact checker.
Let's go.
How about these Facebook?
How about that?
How about these Facebook fact checkers? Like, who is that guy? Who goes to get a job? Have you seen these?
I saw a picture of a flower, and it says it.
Oh, yeah.
The caption was
Graphic content.
"Stand up, even if it means everything" or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, and you had to.
And you couldn't
press the
see it
button
because
to
Facebook
uncover it.
fact checker
And
said
I
it was
didn't,
graphic
yeah.
content. Yeah.
Quiet, quiet.
Thank you, Donald.
was a bad dude,
I'm glad Donald showed
and he
up.
ran a bunch of bad boys.
You guys remember in 2020 when that dude came into the church with a gun? He killed 2 people, and then I think it was the usher shot him dead. It was
Yes.
down in Texas.
Oh, there you
Yep.
go.
Yeah, case in point.
Look this up right here. Info. Kennesaw, Georgia. I think it's supposed to say Georgia, right?
Georgia.
Georgia. Hey, I have some candy here if you'd like some.
Appreciate it.
Boring. If you haven't seen it.
He also has a van. That's a box truck.
Oh, CNN. That's
It's a box truck, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry for being so fervent and even saying a cuss word earlier, y'all. It's just that it's not very often that I get to voice my opinion about the Facebook fact checkers. I think that is such a biased thing. And when you have a platform, you shouldn't take advantage of it and abuse it, you know? That's my opinion.
Your whole
You see
thing-
have you seen the commercials lately? You got guys working at Facebook practically begging the government to come in and regulate them.
Hell yeah.
Have you seen those commercials?
They're
I don't
pretending
understand what the advertisement's for, you know, but
because they're lying. They're
Yeah.
pretending like the regulation is going to keep the truth out there and misinformation. They're going to get rid of misinformation. It's all bullshit.
well, who do you think is going to head that up and be in control of what gets regulated? Of
Facebook.
course, it's going to be Meta, right?
Oh,
or
right.
the new, you know what I mean? So,
Listen,
check it.
Yeah, you're right. Kennesaw, Georgia, it's a law. According to CNN, every citizen has to own a firearm. It's supposed to be a crime deterrent, and I'm sure it works.
But what has happened to their crime rates? Did you not see those statistics?
Kennesaw, a town of 33,000 people, has had 1 murder in the last 6 years and a violent crime rate of below 2%.
Bam! What? Yes.
Because you don't act a fool.
Yeah.
According to CNN.
Yeah, and so that town's about the same size as Hickory, North Carolina.
Hey, so if we make
So
this,
look up Hickory's crime rates. It's
tap me in.
and we're in the South. Hickory's in the southeast of the United States. So we're even would be this would be, I would consider this even more of a conservative city.
I'll wait for him to finish.
Yeah, this would be more like of a conservative city. Just imagine this size city. I'd like to see the stats on a city like this up north, you know, maybe even like Elgin, Illinois or something, you know.
Okay, you ready for the next
go
question?
ahead. Are we ready for the next question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Mumzani said, "We're done talking about this. It's time. Move on, Van."
Yes.
Can I finish?
I didn't. I just let it go. So here we're gonna go for Alex Raines. He wants to know what would be a great present for an adult. A mute button.
Oh, Mazzani. Is that for me?
Huh?
A mute button for me? You want me to have a mute button?
I can't have a permanent silencer, so.
A great present for an adult. Well, if that's okay, so here's a good present for adult. Find out what things they like to watch on TV. Like for me, I like the show The Office, and last year I got a present. I got 4 shot glasses that were all The Office. They were Michael Scott and Jim and Pam and Dwight, right? And that was a really good gift. I mean, I thoroughly was excited by that. When I opened it up, I was like, oh my gosh, this is very cool. You know, so that's what I think adults like, because most adults can buy whatever they want in general. You know, so if you're not going to go and buy something they can't afford, if you're going to buy something they can't afford, it's usually going to be a pretty expensive gift. So if you're looking for something that would really mean something to them, I would say ask them questions like, what's your favorite TV show if you don't already know? Or what's your favorite thing? Like, what things do they do for fun, for just entertainment value? And then see if you can find something, that's centered around that. Like the year before last, who was it bought me that Schrute Farms blanket, Tracy? You bought that for me? Yeah. So Tracy bought me a Schrute Farms blanket, and I loved that thing. I had like every time I watched TV and got chilly, I would use it. I just loved that blanket. It was a good blanket, but mainly I loved it because of the office aspect. So there you go. That's what I think. Anybody got a better idea for an adult? Obviously, Robbie Key says a gun is a good present for an adult. Maybe a massage envy.
A gas card.
A gas card. No, that's a teenager. Teenagers need that.
That's a college thing.
Yeah, that's a college and teenager thing.
In that case, buy somebody some draws.
Socks.
What?
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 What do you mean in that? What do you mean in that case?
What are you talking about, Mazzotti?
If we talk about teenagers and college students, they need draws. they need draws and bras.
Draws and bras.
I don't know if she's talking about me because I'm wearing shorts.
Ryan, do you need some draws?
No, I got plenty of draws.
Do you need some bras?
No, I got plenty of those too.
No, honey, you're supposed to be like, yes. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Tartiana's got a question on here.
Oh.
He don't need no bras. He don't need no bras. You hear that? No
Busted.
bras.
You got plenty.
Okay. Anybody else?
Anybody else want to comment on a good present, Christmas present for adults?
I would say please help because I'm still trying to figure out what to get my dad.
My favorite presents. My daughter, she's sort of an artist, and she's so creative. So my favorite stuff that I get, from her is things that she makes, and she paints, and she just does, and everything she does. She painted a picture one time of, it was just 2 chairs sitting on the beach, my wife and myself in the chair. My wife had her ponytail, and I had a "Make America Great Again" hat on, my beard and stuff. And it was a painting that she painted, And
were you both in bathtubs?
No, we were on the beach.
You know what I'm talking about?
Do what?
That TV commercial where they're on the beach in bathtubs?
Oh, no. It was, she painted a real beach,
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And I would say, in general, what are they into and what could they use?
Yeah.
Some people are practical.
Draws.
Draws.
Well, there you go. Or bullets.
Bullets are always
your dad
good.
got guns,
Yeah.
right now.
Bullets are a good present, yeah.
Yeah. I actually gave some 5.56 rounds
You
to,
can-
I'll not name the person,
You
but
can-
they were very appreciative.
Yeah, you can buy bullets when you're under 18, right?
I'm 21, so
I know, but I'm saying if you're a kid,
I think you got to be,
do you got to be 18 to buy bullets?
yeah,
I'm sure.
I believe so. It used to not be that way,
Yeah.
but
If you can get a hold of
got
your
a hold of
parents'
some
mugshot, frame that.
5.56 incendiary tracers. And
Ryan, what kind
that
of
was
things
fun.
does your dad like? What if he has free time or goes like? What kind of hobbies and things are he into? Is he into? Do you know? He's like, no.
I know he really likes SNL, and I've
Okay.
he's started to get into like the Funko Pop obsession that I'm into as well, and they have SNL Funkos, so I was thinking of finding
now see,
some
I
of
think
those
that's a
and get
neat
those for
idea.
him
Yeah.
because he really likes that stuff. So,
Yeah.
but I didn't know if there was anything because those are just like $10-15, and I was like, well, I feel bad if I don't get more.
Well, get something
think of anything
like
else.
practical, like I said, like a blanket that has like SNL logos on it or something, or something to that effect. you
Yeah.
know? Or a beer mug if he likes beer. you
Yeah.
know, and stuff like that. But that has the logos on it for things that he likes.
Yeah.
Just give him money.
Like I got a Dunder. I
That's what I
got
asked for him.
Write a check.
Yeah, I got a Dunder
I got
Mifflin
money.
beer glass one time, and that's like that's cool. I
Yeah.
love it,
The law is 18 years old to buy ammunition for a rifle, 21 to buy ammunition for a handgun.
Oh, really?
Yep. I think it's weird. You can go to a gun store and not have a concealed carry or purchase permit and buy a rifle or shotgun, but you have to have one to buy a pistol.
Yeah.
Weird.
I also think it's weird that our laws tier from 18 to 21. Either you are a man and you're 18 years old and you go fight for your country and you can buy you can buy beer and you can buy guns, or you're not. You know.
I'll say this.
Let me. You can be 18 years old, be married, own a house, live in your own damn house, and you can't go buy a beer. Is that not a problem with our country? That's crazy. Sorry again for cussing, y'all. Gosh, I'm just cussing like crazy tonight.
This
You're
sound
talking
effect is
about all
when you're
this
harping
hateful
on something.
stuff.
Gosh, you guys are getting me worked up. All of these.
Let underage kids drink beer.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You know, and I don't know if it's still that way now, but I remember I had just joined the Navy, and I had a buddy in boot camp who was from Louisiana. And he took me to Louisiana to eat crawfish and drink beer, you know. And,
I like
sorry.
where this is going.
But in Louisiana, you could drink. You couldn't buy beer at 18 at the time, but you could drink it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the craziest thing I ever seen. You know, everywhere else I'd seen it was 21. The government is here. Run, E.T., run. Which, doing all those grown-up things, in my opinion, if you join the military, then if you're 18 years old, join the military, you should be able to do anything a 21-year-old could do.
Hey, barkeep.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think the maturity of a person changes that much between 18 and 21 years?
I don't know.
I do.
I mean, I just turned 21 in past April, and I'm trying to think back, and I don't know. I feel like I definitely matured a lot.
Well, your voice did.
Yeah, but just as a person.
Have
too.
you heard your voicemail from last year?
Okay.
Hi, this is
no,
Ryan.
that's not last year. No.
Please leave a message.
I don't want to get into that. I've tried so many times. That's my voicemail from 2012.
Is it?
Yes.
I figured it was.
I can't fix it.
I thought that was your girlfriend.
It's his mom.
I figured that was from when you were a kid.
No, it's because we had Verizon and we stopped having Verizon in 2012. Went over to T-Mobile. We recently got Verizon again, and it's save my voicemail from 2012. And I've tried changing it, and it won't change. I went to the Verizon store, and they're like, "Just change it through your phone." I did, and
don't answer. I'm gonna call your
I'm
number.
gonna send it to voicemail.
Are you really going to call his voicemail?
Is that okay? Can I show?
Who told me
okay.
that was his girlfriend? Somebody told me that.
Oh my god! I'll send it straight to voicemail.
Okay, Ryan, we want to hear you talking right now with your current voice.
This is my current voice. This is me now.
Okay, let's see.
So put it on the speaker. All right, you ready for it?
It's the bottom.
Put it on speaker. There we go.
Okay, this
is Ryan. Leave a message.
I really thought that was your mom, dude.
Yeah, golden,
That
man,
is
golden.
cool.
You were a little kid.
I was 12.
That was last year.
I know. You said last
So
year.
you're
I was
right.
like,
They
wait a
do
minute.
mature a lot.
Oh I was 12.
That's hilarious. Oh man. All right. Well, let's
Sorry.
let's
Next question.
let's take it.
That was his mom.
This is Ryan.
Let's
leave a
take
message.
another question. Hey, listen. If you are watching this show, let's do a commercial, Ryan. You want to do a commercial?
Yes.
If you are watching this show, and you are a member of, what do you want to say tonight? Some kind of group. If you're a member of a group on Facebook or wherever, and you can share this to a group, that would be awesome. We'd like to get some fresh blood asking questions. Maybe we can get, if you're a member of a liberal group, that would be even better. We'd love to get some staunch liberal responses. I'm just kidding.
He was just getting out of the
Sort
hateful
of.
stuff.
Sort of.
Dog vomit.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, if you don't mind though sharing, we definitely appreciate you sharing, and obviously we even mentioned it at the beginning of the show. So we'll be back in 15 seconds. Hey everybody, this is Big Van, and if you'd like to watch our show live, then you must subscribe and follow so that it alerts you when we're on the air. Be sure to check out the links below for some live show times and some very cool products so you can have your own conversation starters. We can't wait to see you and your questions and comments on the next live Ask Big Van show. Welcome back. Time to go. Welcome back to the Ask Big Van show. If you just recently tuned in, we'd love to have your questions and comments posted below. And then obviously we'd love for you guys to share and all of that stuff. So if you're not subscribed, hey, by the way, if you're watching and you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, it would be helpful if you went over and subscribed to YouTube sometime, not today, but sometime in the future, you know. Mazzani, what do you say we do another question?
Are you sure?
What are you guys laughing about back there? What are y'all doing?
What? Nothing.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Silly
sure?
boys.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
All right.
Andrew wanted to ask a question, and there was a little bit of a mishap when he asked the question.
Oh, inappropriate.
No, not at all. It's just. Mazzani, throw it up. Mazzani, you want to throw it up there?
Let's see it. Let's see what's going on back there.
Oh, it's that one.
It's the.
Do you like turtles?
It says,
Oh.
He asked it as.
He asked it while logged
Hours
into.
are-
Yeah,
yes.
while logged into the
We
page.
want to know. We want to know if our fans like McDonald's.
Do you like McDonald's? Did you guys ever see that movie? You guys ever see that movie Super Size Me? Back from
Yep.
Yeah.
Precise meat.
maybe
Is that on
almost-
Netflix?
It used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it is now, but it's about this guy that went 30.
I am declaring war.
He went 30 days and could not eat anything but McDonald's. And every time they asked him if he wanted to supersize it, he had to say yes and eat all of that. Did you see that? You ever heard of that?
I
And
heard
he
of
ate it
it,
3
but I
days
never
a week.
watched it.
He ate it every meal for
Yeah,
every
3
day.
days a week.
No, every meal for
3 times a day.
yeah, every meal for 30 days. And he went to a doctor before he started and got a full checkup. Then he went to the doctor like after the first week, second week, third week, like that. And by the third week, he went to, I think it's 3 different doctors to get 3 different opinions. And by the third week, all of them were like, "You've got to stop this. You're about to die." Literally. And then when that came out, shortly thereafter, like about 4, 5, 6 months after that came out, if you notice, McDonald's changed a lot in their stuff. Like they started pushing that they were moved to like all 100% natural beef, and you know, a lot of things changed. I don't know if they actually changed, but they said things changed. So, come on. But now, what were you saying before the show about McDonald's?
Well, Tracy showed me a really cool article that actually just came out today.
Get in that microphone, man.
Oh, my fault. Well, just along Supersize Me, he gained 25 pounds over 30 days. His liver fat, cholesterol shot up 65 points, and doctors told him he suffered irreversible heart damage after just 30 days. But along those lines, do you know who Jamie Oliver is? Does anybody know who that is? He's a health warrior, so to speak. Anyways, he sued McDonald's.
Did he do a Malibu's Most Wanted?
No, that's Jimmy Kennedy.
Oh, okay.
Hey, yo, I may be white, but I don't
he's the
wanna
one.
fight.
He's the one that. You know, Uncle Roger. Uncle Roger did a video over his egg fried rice because it was whack.
Yep.
Tails. I like tails, please. Okay, anyways. Healthy food supporter Jamie Oliver took on the biggest fast food joint in the world. He managed to get the multi-million-dollar corporation to admit that their budget meat was substandard, and they vowed to change it. Oliver highlighted how McDonald's used ammonium hydroxide to wash their beef before it was made into hamburgers in order to make it fit for human consumption. Without this stage of washing it, the food would not have been fit to be eaten by dogs or cats, right? McDonald's does not use lean beef trimmings treated with ammonia, what some individuals call pink slime in our hamburgers. That was a statement by McDonald's back in 2011.
Oh, wow.
And it was just been proven that they were lying. So he won that lawsuit.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
He sued McDonald's. I like the part where he says if McDonald's would not wash the food, it wouldn't be fit to eat. I'm like,
dogs.
Well, wouldn't all food need to be washed before it's fit to eat?
From what I've been reading, they take beef trimmings, and they just put it through this hydrogenous whatever cleansing stage, which makes the pink slime.
Aren't you our info person on this show?
Okay. The ammonium hydroxide
Hydrog or whatever is not a scientific term.
is used as an antimicrobial agent, which basically acts as a catalyst to turn inedible meat into burgers. That's what
Nice.
they've been doing, and they admitted to it finally today. So,
Can you imagine working in that factory?
oh my god,
Oh my god!
Did you find that on CNN?
this is on
No, of course not.
Snopes.com.
Oh, did you find it on Channel 9?
Snopes.com.
Yeah, that's my point. Is that this is not covered in the mainstream media, so people don't know that McDonald's is actually killing them.
The fries, though, Jessica says the fries.
Watch out! They use the same grease.
She
in the
got
fries,
fries
for the
that'll cross your eyes.
burgers. So does McDonald's apparently, and kill your heart.
She got burgers. Well, she just got burgers.
That's why all these fast food restaurants are in low income.
Gotta die from something, Mazzani says.
Well, speaking of McDonald's fries, a study showed that they don't show any signs of rot after 6 years.
I wish they could remake my body.
I didn't know it was that long. I knew it was a long time because I found some McDonald's fries
Fair.
under my
Under
chair,
your car
you know,
seat.
under my car seat. I didn't know about 6 years. That's a hey. Back to that Super Size Me movie. They did do a test where they took cake domes, clear cake domes, and they put a mom and pop burger. Like they went down to just like mom and pop restaurant, and they got a burger and fries, and they put it on a cake dome, and they put a McDonald's Big Mac and fries in there, the other cake dome, and just observed them over time. And like after 2-3 days, you know, the mom and pop burger and bun started getting green mold grow on it, and you know, it just started the decomposing process. And over a couple weeks, it decomposed considerably, was falling apart and nasty and all that. But the McDonald's burger and fries showed no visual change for 6 weeks during the test.
Yeah, but
After the apocalypse, that's all there's going to be.
exactly.
Is
You just
McDonald's,
got a bunch of stuff
cockroaches,
left
and
over.
Yankees.
You can just eat it
McDonald's,
later.
get on your thing right now where you create bodies for the future for us to put our chips in. That's all I got to say.
Or leftover fries.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys ain't gonna be complaining about McDonald's when after apocalypse you finding all these fries 6 years later.
You got it.
You're like, finally, I'm starving. Give me some fries. Fries across your eyes.
I feel like that's a lazy eye joke to me.
Do you have a lazy eye, Kenny? For the viewers at home?
It's a sensitive topic.
He says it all the time, but I've never seen it.
I've never seen it. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, they call me wall-eyed kitty.
P.O.P. holding it down.
P.O.P. hold it. I love you, Ma.
I did see Kenny one time. He was
Mama, I love you.
he was looking right at me, and then there was a fly that was buzzing around over here, and I guess he was watching the fly with his other eye because he was just like, whoosh.
Don't you get on my McDonald's.
I'm just kidding.
P.O.P.
That did not
Hold
happen.
it down. P.O.P. Hold it down.
That did not happen. All right, Mazzani,
All right, ready?
you want to do something else?
Yeah, I
Or do you
do.
want to keep talking about McDonald's?
Bro, I've been ready. Every time I try to ask you, you go, and on another note,
Can I finish?
and on this, and on that, and this, and that, and this, and that, and this.
Mazzani, I'm
What?
gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm gonna let you finish, but first.
But this is right when I got off
Beyonce
the
had the
roof.
best album of all night.
But this is Kenny.
That's without my BB.
That was before he shaved.
Yeah. That's no beard. Notice the chin.
Of all time.
Stop, bro. Stop. And this next question.
Let's do another question, Mazzani.
This one comes from Tartiana. Do you guys say Reese's Pieces or Reese's Pieces? What sounds better coming out of my mouth? Let's be real.
I mean, who's more gangster
Reese's
at the
Pieces.
moment?
Reese's,
No. We're not doing this. We are butchering what she's asking.
Reese's Pieces or Reese's Pieces?
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's.
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Piece. Oh my gosh.
Reese's Pieces.
You're gonna have to call in and to ask.
Reese's
And-
Pieces or Reese's Pieces? Yeah.
Reese's Pieces.
Have you heard her ask this question?
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
So that's what she's
Say it in
saying?
the microphone.
Yeah. It just took me.
Say
a
it.
second.
Reese's Pieces.
See?
Oh, Reese's
That's it.
Pieces.
Reese's Pieces. That's
Or Reese's Pieces.
Pieces, how it's actually supposed to be pronounced,
Reese's
or
Pieces.
pieces.
Or Reese's Pieces.
That's sounds like feces.
Feces.
Can't do that.
Okay,
Reese's
so
Feces.
REECES, but it's REECE', right? Is REECE is Reese.
Okay.
So it's Reese's Pieces.
Zoom in on him, Zyda.
That
so
is
we can see
exactly how you're supposed to say it.
Well, down here,
Reese's
Wrong one.
Pieces.
well, the boys down here, we say Reese's Pieces.
So smart.
How you doing? I haven't talked to you in forever.
I don't even.
Oh my
I get
gosh.
there's a lot of candy like that you would have to.
Yeah, like what are some Eds? So everybody agrees it's Reese's Pieces.
Huh?
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
My bits and pieces are still working.
Reese's Pieces. I never say Reese's Pieces. I say
Really?
Reese's Pieces.
I say Reese's Pieces.
Reese's.
Reese's Pieces. I might say Reese's Pieces now that you say that.
Pieces.
Hey, give me some of these Reese's Pieces. Yeah, I do. That's what I say.
Kind of rolls. Well, if you're civilized, you say caramel.
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 What? Say it again. Say it.
Caramel.
Caramel.
It's
Who is she? I've never met Caramel before.
Aunt or aunt?
Me
want
neither,
some
but I
caramel?
like her
No,
skin.
no. It's caramel.
Yes, I'm gonna have the back.
Absolutely pronounced caramel.
You say acorns.
Caramel.
What's the ocean that's between Florida and Mexico?
Pacific.
Who said Clay Aiken?
Well, it's
That's the Gulf.
No,
the
it's the
Gulf
Gulf.
of Mexico.
And it's what?
You're
What
supposed to give
ocean?
the camera so everybody can look at me
The
funny.
Atlantic.
Gulf.
No.
More.
Oh, the Caribbean. Or Caribbean.
Which one?
It's the Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see how y'all
Aunt
pronounce
or
it.
aunt?
Aunt.
Caribbean.
Aunt.
I mean, aunt.
Aunt.
I always say the Caribbean.
It's
By
aunt.
the way, I never said the Caribbean.
Aunt.
Who says Caribbean that you guys know of?
Disney.
That guy. You know, come on, man. The thing. The thing.
Yeah.
You know, the thing.
You know the thing.
What are we doing here?
Wave to the soldiers. Wave to the soldiers.
Hey, baby. Take me out.
Did you guys hear about the wave to the
Bing
soldiers?
bong.
Wrong. Trump.
Huh? Okay, we ready for another question?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, let's do another
Are
question.
you ready?
Byron.
Okay.
You would tell Joe Biden.
This question's from Steve Stamey. He wants to know, will insurance companies pay for hail damage even though we haven't had one in the last couple years?
Steve Stamey.
I know that.
Oh, that's a question for our Ask the Ox web show.
That's where you're supposed to stamp. I don't know how to do it. How you do it?
We need a stamp, an Ask the Fat Ox stamp. We have a web show that we answer these kind of questions that have to do with insurance-related claim, construction type questions for our firm Fat Ox, and that's web show is live on Monday mornings. We need a Fat Ox commercial, Ryan. That web show is live 10 a.m. on Monday mornings, and you can go there if you have any questions about insurance claims. So tell everybody you know to go check out our Ask the Ox web show. What was that question? I'll answer it real quick since we're already on here.
Sit over there, dude.
Will insurance companies pay for hail damage even though we haven't had one in the last couple years?
Yes, up to 3 years. Depends on what state you're in, but North Carolina has a 3-year statute of limitations. So if there's been a storm in your area in the last 3 years and you have storm damage, then you can file an insurance claim on that. And call Fat Ox, and we'll help you with that. Yeah, we got a plug out of that. All right.
Okay, next question.
Okay.
This one comes from Tracy Estes. She wants to know, what are ways to build up your child's self-esteem?
Hey,
Punch him in the face.
Hey, wait. I'm glad you asked that question. No, you don't punch him in the face. What, Mazzani, did you get that video that I shared with you?
I'd already seen it before.
Can we pull that up and play that?
I don't want to watch her cry.
Oh, man.
Why would you make... Okay.
I just want to show what a good...
serious?
I want to show a really good mama.
That's not her mom, I don't think.
Oh, it ain't?
She didn't act like her mom.
Well, maybe it was.
I don't think it was her mom.
Well,
But
it's a good woman. That's how you treat kids.
it is. I agree.
Hey, Tracy, you know what I'm talking about? Can I show that video to answer this question or to start the
I
answers?
suddenly cannot find it. Are you able to locate that?
Oh, gosh. Let's recreate it. I'll do the crying. And
Okay, give me your hairbrush. Somebody get the hairbrush. I got it. I got it, bro. I got it. I'm ready.
I'll do the 5-year-olds crying, and then you be the good mama.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm so ugly.
Why would you say that? You're not ugly. Why would you say that? No, don't cry. You're going to make me cry.
This is horrible.
You're going to make me cry. Come here. You're not ugly. Look at those. Look at that beard. Look at that beard. Look at that
That was
beard.
a really
Who
bad-
has a thick beard like you?
We got it.
That was a really
We got
bad
it.
reenactment of it.
We got
What are you talking? I thought that was pretty good.
That wasn't bad. That
It was okay until Van started laughing.
I think we changed some lives there. So
He needs some milk.
I could not laugh. Aaron over here is turning red laughing at me. So.
I can cry on
All right,
camera.
let's watch the real version of that video. Let's just not all of it, but enough to see what's happening.
I just sent it to you, Mazzoni.
Oh, is it gonna be on my screen?
Can you go make it large?
Let's
Make it
see.
large and in charge.
Oh, so we are following McDonald's.
Can you supersize it?
I'm trying to make it big. Make my head small.
There we go.
Nope. Hey, look at my hair. Holy
Hold on, let me
cow.
cut. Do I need to cut my sound on, or you got it?
That hair is popping.
Yeah, I got it.
You like that?
I just turned my sound on. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, wait. No, well, yeah. There. Bam. Okay, let's watch that. Wait, what's happening? No, wait. Can we start it over? What's happening? Start it over. Start it over. Control.
I'm so ugly.
There we go. That's how it started.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Let's watch it on
Don't
Kenny's.
say that. You are so pretty.
Hold on. Yeah.
Watch it on Kenny's screen. There's too much lag on this
How am
one.
I going to get that?
You're on Facebook, right?
Not on your computer?
Hold on.
Oh, never mind. You can't watch it on that one, Brian. There's no sound on that one.
You can't send it to his.
Well, in the meantime,
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, everybody. We should have practiced that. That was a little bit shoot.
How about
shooting from the cuff.
we'll put this post on our page so you can review it yourself.
Let's do that. We're gonna share this post on our page, and then you can watch it yourself because we just totally train wrecked that whole thing, especially after that reenactment.
I thought that was really good.
That was a good shot.
My heart was, I almost cried a little
Did
bit.
you guys feel your heart swell with emotion and affection?
Well, anyway, we got to get back to the question. No, we're not.
Oh yeah, let's go. All right, let's go back to the question. What was the question? Let's just edit out that whole clip.
Ron, can you figure out how to share that? Because I cannot. But
Yeah.
I'll go back to the question. Okay.
Let's edit out everything that just happened. People, if you're watching live, just act like you did not even see any of that just happened.
So this question comes from Tracy Estes. She wants to know, what are ways to build up your child's self-esteem?
Encouragement, obviously. Let me tell you something. When your kid brings something to you that they've made and say, hey, look at this, no matter what it is, whether it's Legos or whether it's a drawing or whether it's a new high score in a video game on their cell phone, whatever it is they bring to you, stop what you're doing for 10 seconds. Don't even need that much time. 5 seconds.
Lasagna.
And turn and look at them and be like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. You know what I mean? And your kid only needs that 5 seconds and it'll change their life. They'll remember those reactions the rest of their life. So I'm just telling you, that's the truth.
Is that so?
It's so. So stop. Just take even no matter what you're doing, just stop what you're doing and realize that your kid is coming to you for affirmation of what they've done. And it just takes a second to give them, even if you feel like you're being sarcastic or over the top, just be over the top. Be over the top. So what if you're over the top? Be over the top. You're over the top when you get mad at them about not cleaning their room. So be over the top about giving them kudos. My three macaroni on a string. Ha, ha, ha.
What? You were just talking about, giving them props or whatever.
I don't understand that.
She
What's
was
she saying?
like, whenever you make macaroni necklaces. Come on now.
My 3 macaroni on a string. Ha, ha.
Yeah.
She put 3 pieces of
Yeah.
macaroni on a string, made a necklace.
I made a necklace.
Come on, man.
You know what?
But
Mom,
I think she's saying it like referencing something that I should know about Jessica.
I don't think so. I think she was just.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got you.
But what I remember though is getting in trouble for how you make your parents' breakfast and you bring it to them and you spill it everywhere. And I just remember trying my hardest to burn the kitchen down. And I bring it and I'm like, I made your breakfast. And it was always a different reaction if I did it for my mom than if I did it for my grandma. If I did it for my mom, it was, didn't I tell you to stand in my kitchen?
Oh, yeah.
Now I got to get up to start my day and clean up after you. Can I not just rest? And if it was my grandma, it was, oh, baby, that's so sweet. Come on in the kitchen with mama so we can go and throw this away. Next time make me cereal. But I'm serious. It does. It really does help.
One of my favorite memories of morning time like that with the kids is if Tracy, especially on Saturday mornings, Tracy would get up before me, and then I would hear the kids accumulating. What is that?
That would be
Mazzani. I would hear the kids accumulating in my bedroom, although I'm still like mostly asleep, But I could hear them like whispering, like, making their plans for all of them to run and jump on me all at the same time, But they have to coordinate it, So they're you can hear them kind of talking and everything, and then
Do it one more time.
And and then they would all say, you'd hear one of them go, "Let's go, ready!" Then you'd hear them all just running, running across my bedroom, and they'd be like, "Dog pile!" Then they'd all jump on me, because at one time we had all 5 in the house with us, ranging from pretty teenagers down to toddlers, and so it was quite some fun memories there. You remember that, Trace? They haven't dogpiled me in on a while, but probably a combined weight now would be like 500 or 600 pounds, so I probably don't want that.
What you trying to say?
If they all jumped on me, if all of you and the whole family jumped on me, my bed would probably collapse. So.
Oh, only 500. Oh, thank you. You're right. Just 500. That's correct.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Stop it,
What about you, Aaron? You got some advice for how to build self-esteem in children?
Be there. Just basically be there.
Be there.
And if you're there all the time, you can tell them the truth. And then as they grow, they're gonna be better off for it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying not to give accolades, but what I am saying is simply be there for them.
Yeah, that's good.
Because they can, if they have somebody that they can lean on, somebody they can trust, then there's nothing that they can't do.
Yeah, and being there doesn't necessarily mean being in the same room and on Facebook,
Correct.
Scrolling on your phone and you haven't talked to your kid or looked at them in 3 weeks, Well, they're on their phone. So keep that in mind. Touchy subject.
To second that, my dad, his single dad, had 2 twin boys. He came to every single one of my track meets and every single one of my football games. And in the back of my mind, maybe in the forefront of my mind, I always knew he was in the stands, and I wanted to make him proud. So that was a motivational factor for me.
Yeah.
And I appreciate him for it now and then.
You know what, though? Off that, though, Andrew, what's crazy is it was like, and I know this is going to sound nuts. It really is. But it was, my dad worked all the time. Like, he was my stepdad, but he was my dad. My dad worked all the time. So when he actually got to come to my games or my dance recitals or whenever I was in gym, I did a lot of things. I would show out. It was like, because he never came. So when he came and I saw him, it was like, oh, word, my dad's here. I'm finna show out. Yeah. One time I got in trouble in softball. My first year, I got in trouble because I was slinging the bat because I was going so hard.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just wanted to. That's accurate. That's accurate. When your parents are there, you show out.
Did you guys hear that report about Will Smith when he was filming Karate Kid with Jaden Smith? They were filming in China. It was a 17-hour trip one way to go to location. But his oldest son, who he had with a different woman than Jada Pinkett Smith, right?
It's okay to say another kid from another mother.
Yeah. And so his oldest son, which is the song that he wrote that song, you know that song of didn't he do Just the Two of Us? Didn't he do a rap song about Just the Two of Us?
Yes.
Yeah. And then also he did that movie. Anyways, the point is his oldest.
Now, what was that movie?
His oldest son
The
was
Pursuit of Happiness?
Yeah. His oldest son was in high school when he was filming. They were filming in China, and his oldest son was in high school and had high school football games every Friday night. And Will Smith would fly back from China every week to come and be back there for his son's football games, and then turn around and fly right back to China to film that movie. Isn't that crazy? That's pretty good parenting right there. Pretty good, if you ask me.
Anybody else? You don't got nothing? Come on, Madre.
I'm 21. I don't have.
No, Madre back there, reared 5
no
children.
Parenting advice.
You don't got
Tracy K,
nothing?
you got any parenting advice back there about helping children feel self-esteemed? All right. Well, that's a good question. All right. I think we gave some good answers.
I think it's. I will say this, and I'm just going to help Madre out because she doesn't realize what she does sometimes. I don't think because it comes naturally, I guess, as a mom. But just like every once in a while, just saying stuff like, "You look nice today. I like that top," or and it's not all the time. I think if you do it frequently, it doesn't have as much value as when you do it sporadically. It means more. Like you meant what you said. That's what I appreciate, or that you're being a good parent. That helps a lot too. Somebody pat you on the back.
That's good. That's good, Mazzoni.
Okay, you want the next question?
Let's just do a couple more questions and.
Okay, let's do it. This one from Robbie Key. Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
The chicken. Chicken was created by God when He spoke it. So there you go.
Got it!
Yeah, I mean, what? That's the answer.
Don't.
Is it?
Oh, are you?
Does anybody disagree with that? Does anybody think the egg came before the chicken?
Okay, I'm going to say that the egg came before the chicken.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, how did that happen?
God spoke the egg.
Yeah, well, chickens they didn't naturally occur. I think they were made by men.
Kentucky Fried Chicken's on the line now.
They actually do genetically alter their chickens, though.
There you go.
We know. Remember.
I would think a chicken was probably.
Not like KFC.
I don't know. This is literally the first time I've ever heard the conspiracy theory that men created chickens. What did they used to be before they were altered?
Well, I'm sure they were
T-Rex
attorneys.
Attorneys.
There's all kinds of crossbreeding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I guess the chicken today, is made to grow real fast.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Super fast.
What do you guys think about what I said before about creation? Do you think that God created everything and spoke it into existence, or that we evolved into this and where we're at? Evolution or creation? That's the question that I'm asking.
Creation.
Mazzani, evolution or creation?
Creation.
Ryan, evolution or creation?
Evolution.
Still in college.
Yeah.
I think creation started it, but evolution is. I believe in evolution.
Ryan,
Let things evolve.
I mean, Andrew, evolution
On a
or
micro
creation?
scale, there's microevolution.
A hybrid. Humanity's over 50 million years old.
Uh-huh.
But we were Neanderthals and subhumanoids at one point, and then we've developed into what we are today. So
Okay.
creation, but then evolution, just like any animal.
Okay. Tracy, evolution or creation?
Creation.
Kenny Payne?
What was that?
Evolution or creation?
This one.
Revolution.
Crevolution?
Crevolution.
Crevolution.
Me and Mark, we on the same
Crevolution.
page.
Zyda, what about you in the back? Evolution or creation? There you go,
Creation.
girl. Okay, let me just say one thing about evolution. I'm not going to have a big, long debate about it. I just want to say one thing.
Attack me.
Not attacking anybody.
Do it.
I'm not attacking anybody. But I just have a quick question to ask.
I want it.
Recently, I read a post or an article about these archaeologists who found the oldest oldest writings by a human being, and they're dating it. They claimed it could be between 10 and 20,000 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That these writings that they found on a cave. And so, simple question. First of all, the Bible says the earth is around 6,000 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So, using their dating system, it's not unheard of to think that maybe those writings could be 6,000 years old instead of 10,000 years old. But here's the question I have. If human beings, as Andrew has informed us, have been here for millions of years.
400,000, I'm sorry. Not millions, hundreds of thousands.
Who says hundreds of thousands?
Well, I read a book called Sapiens that says that, and then the article I'm looking at right now, some DNA dates back to 400,000 years old.
Okay, 400,000. I'll even give you that. But most scientists say millions of years. If that's the fact, why are we just now having the cognitive wherewithal to write on walls? We've been here for hundreds of thousands or millions of years, and we just now figured out how to pick up a stick and scratch on the wall. Come on.
They probably have different forms then. I feel like there was probably something that we are unaware of, that maybe we're not as intelligent as the race that was before us.
That's very true.
Think so?
Yeah, I think we're ignorant. I'm not everybody collectively, but me personally, I don't feel like I'm as smart as I could be. And I meet some people who I'm like, if people were before you and we've evolved, I feel like somehow we've de-evolved at some point as well.
I meet a lot of people
Man,
and
you
wonder
can
how
look
they
at-
got here.
You can look at letters from the Civil War versus letters from Afghanistan,
Yeah.
and tell, my dearest Margaret, my heart aches when I don't,
Oh, yeah.
Dear Marie, it's hot as crap over here. So, yeah, I would say we have fell off.
But also, even the thought of evolution is contrary to what we literally see. Like, everything that we see gets worse. Our bodies get worse. Everything gets worse as time goes by. Evolution implies everything's getting better. The better, we're getting better and better and better and better and better. But we visually see with science that everything gets worse.
Well, I guess you could call that, selective breeding. When the dominant genes take over generation after generation, like a lot of genetic diseases have been bred out of humanity, and we live longer. You could attribute that to medical gains as well.
Medical gains, yes.
Yeah, tech.
But
Wait,
that's
rewind.
that's only within the last 150 years.
You said live longer. If you look in the Bible, though, we lived way
Yes,
longer
way
in those
longer.
times. So then
According to the
again,
Bible, yes.
the de-evolving. A lot of what I'm trying to get in there.
Van, this is a question for you, Van.
Okay.
Why is it that we live shorter than we did in biblical times?
Sun, UV rays.
Because we're pansies.
Really? Are you serious?
I'm absolutely serious. Before the flood, there was a firmament in the sky. There was a lot, like really thick cloud coverage, and it was like that from the time of creation until the flood. And then during the flood, the Bible says that the waters in the sky fell and the waters in the grounds came up. That's what flooded the earth. And because the waters in the sky fell, obviously you don't have that protection from UV that you had before. And God even said, the man lives too long now, so I have to shorten the days of the man. And that's how he did it. I mean, that's the scientific reason why we live longer. The biblical reason is God said you're going to live less. You're not going to live as long as you used to. But the way he did that with science and with nature is by removing some of the protection from UV lighting, from UV rays.
Interesting.
And hence we have destroyed ourselves.
Yeah. Last thing I'm going to say about evolution. This is a big vanism, okay? Because I just did this math myself. That's why I call it a big vanism. I was driving one day, and I heard the news report. I heard a news report that said that scientists witnessed another supernova of such and such star. They named it, right? And I was like, supernova? And I was like, I wonder how many of those they see every year. Like, you know what a supernova is, right? It's when a star disappears. It's when a light goes out in the sky. Or a nova or a supernova, it's when the light goes out in the sky, right? You know that?
Yeah, it's when it goes. supernova,
And
and
then
then it goes to dwarf.
and disappears.
Yeah.
They can't see it anymore because it's light's gone.
I feel like that's what my body's doing. I was a supernova, now I'm a dwarf.
I literally have an astronomy exam tomorrow, final, and that was really good to know. I'd had.
So, here's a question. Google right now. How old is the universe, Mr. Info? 4.86 billion.
Billions and billions is what.
Approximately 13.8 billion years old.
Oh, it's even more. It was 4.86 last time I googled it. So
Google ads.
Yeah, it's ads because the
just
camera adds
multiply.
10 pounds kind of thing, you know.
Yeah. Multiplies numbers too.
So 13 point whatever billion years. Okay, so I was like driving and they said, "Oh, supernova such and such, whatever, blah blah blah." Scientists, and I was like, "Oh wow, these guys are super smart." And I was like, "I wonder how many novas or supernovas they see like in a year." Like as I'm driving, I'm thinking these thoughts. I'm like, I bet I could do some math and just figure some stuff out. So I Googled how many supernovas. Do you know how many there are? Do you know how many novas and supernovas? This is called science, people, by the way. Science, there's a portion of science that a lot of these evolutionists and these crazy, brilliant scientists forget about, and that's called observation. Observation is a part of a scientific theory.
Describing.
It's
not explaining.
It's expected that one portion of your scientific theory is proven with a thing called observation, right? So this is what I was doing. I was driving, and they observed a nova, and so they said, yeah. And so so I was like, okay, well, I wonder how many novas or supernovas they have in a year. Does anybody know how many novas or supernovas are literally observed every year?
No, Van, how many?
How many lights? There we go, Kitty. How many lights go out in our night sky every year? 40 on average.
How many new ones?
I'm getting to that, Kitty. Do you know how many new ones they observe? How many new stars they see born or come onto the night sky in a given year? In an
No,
average
Van.
year?
How many?
Anybody want to take a guess other than Kitty?
Bummer.
36.
36. How many, Andrew, do you think in a year's time does scientists see new stars appear in the night sky?
5.
Google it.
0.
Oh.
They have never in the history of mankind observed a new star in the night sky. So what does that tell you? So from the beginning of mankind observing the sky, they have never seen a new star. They have a couple stars they see that they are saying that gases are starting to swirl and form, and maybe in a couple million years it will turn into a star. But in the history of mankind, they have never observed a star being born or a new light in the sky. But every year they can observe 40 lights going away. Every single year. So figure 40 stars times 13 billion years we've been losing 40 stars a night. You do some math, and it's not a rocket scientist
We
that has
should only have 2 stars.
Yeah,
left.
we would have like no stars if we've been here 13 billion years. You see what I'm saying? These are simple big vanisms that you can put some math together.
Yes, sir. I want to hear what you got to say.
I would like to say something on it. Okay. The first 5 words of the Bible are what?
In the beginning, God created.
Correct. Okay, so there it is. The naturalist, the evolutionist, the people who want you to believe those kind of things, that is what they're fighting. And that's the argument that they have us in. Because if they get us stuck on that, in other words, if they can get you not believing that in the beginning God created, the rest of the Bible doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Okay? However, also at the same time, their only argument or the only way they can get you to not believe is to get you to not believe that in the beginning God created. Because the rest of the Bible, they have no argument for. Okay? And so they got us on what they do is, and what Satan does, is has us on the wrong argument. It doesn't matter how we're here, we're here. And, we were talking about, all the problems in the world today and all that stuff over dinner, and the comment I made was, for the Christian, it's victory.
Yeah.
Okay? Philippians 3:20 and 21. Read that. And that's all you need to know.
What does it say?
Well, it says that you had to ask. No. What it says,
you can
paraphrasing.
paraphrase, yeah.
Paraphrasing, it says that Jesus has made a place for us, and our citizenship is in heaven. And one day, he's going to transform our lowly bodies into his self, which means we're going to be glorified, with Jesus. New bodies, new structures. Doesn't matter how many burgers you ate, your cholesterol that you have, or anything like that.
Yeah, that's right.
What it matters is
no more diabetes.
That's correct.
No more
Definitely.
diabetes.
Correct. For the Christian.
No more wall-eyed for Kenny.
For the Christian is victory.
Yeah.
No matter what the circumstance.
That's good.
So,
That's a great way to end
so
this.
you shouldn't worry.
Yeah. That's a great way to end this episode of this Ask Big Van show. We're super excited that you guys joined us tonight. We love all of the viewers, all you guys. If you're one of my children or grandchildren or generations after me, I just encourage you to give your heart to the Lord, to spend time with Jesus. The more time you spend with him, the better you're going to feel in your heart. Spend some time reading the Bible. That's going to fill you up. If you're not one of my kids or grandchildren, I love you guys too. Definitely appreciate you watching the show and sharing it and chiming in with your questions. And we look forward to seeing you guys all next week on the next episode of the Ask Big Van show. God bless you all. Have a good week.
Hey everybody, this is Big Van, and if you'd like to watch our show live, then you must subscribe and follow so that it alerts you when we're on the air. Be sure to check out the links below for some live show times and some very cool products so you can have your own conversation starters. We can't wait to see you and your questions and comments on the next live Ask Big Van.